Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're...
Hey, shalom, y'all, Bashim Yahushua Barakatah, Yahushua Alathan Bashim Yahushua, to all the Akim and Akwathia. And saying this is the Wednesday night biblical law class. Let's clap it up. And saying we at the ISUBK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West, under 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. If it's not under Commander General Yohana, it is not the truth. And we've been bringing this out since 1969 that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible. And our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You understand? Listen, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it tonight, man. We're gonna talk about, that woe is on the way. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, people don't understand what woe really means. You understand? Woe means destruction.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, destruction is on the way. You see what I'm saying? And it's right now, everybody, we seeing what's going on with we see what's going on in society, man. We see what's going on in politics. We see what's going on as far as, like, you got tariffs and rumors of war, and you got wars happening. You see what I'm saying? But how does it affect here? How does it affect, America on this land? See, that's the thing. This country has been in wars, but it's never been, when it comes to the so-called white man, it's never been on this land.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's going to change with the World War III, and it's on the way. You see what I'm saying? But instead of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, instead of us sitting here and being so consumed with the business of the so-called white man, we need to get consumed with the business of the Most High, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, you think your firearms are going to save you? It's not. Right. You think your little generator is going to save you? It's not. You see what I'm saying? You think whatever remedy that you can put together, you think you can live off the land. You got all your herbs growing in the backyard. You're going to feed yourself. You're going to listen. It sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds great. You understand? But it's not going to save you. You understand? You have those things. You're actually going to become a target.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. But we got to understand that woe that the Bible speaks of, man, that woe means destruction. And it's on its way, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we got to get into the business of our Father, man.
Right.
Like, this oppressor and what he's doing, you understand? Like, we sitting there, we locked in on the TV. Not saying you shouldn't be, but at the same time, you can't be locked into what he's got going on and not conscious of what your Father, the only person that can save us. At the very least, we got to be locked in with him. You see what I'm saying? If I could, let me start in let's get the Apocrypha. Let's start in 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 5. We're gonna start there first.
15 and 5, sir.
Come on, we're in 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 5.
Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Listen, it say, behold, saith the Lord. It say, I will bring plagues upon the world. You understand? Like, we read the Bible and we hear about what happened in Egypt, right? We hear about the plagues that the Lord put out in Egypt. The thing is, do we believe that the Lord can put them plagues out? Like, we done read it for years.
Right.
So a lot of times we'll read about the Lord putting plagues out here and we think, oh, that was back then. This is prophetic what we're reading right here. The Lord said, behold, I will bring plagues upon the world. That's what's coming out.
Right.
That's what's coming. You understand? Keep going.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
They say the sword, famine, death, and destruction. The Lord say, I'm going to be bringing these things upon the world. You understand? We got to realize That's going to be here.
Right.
That's going to be here. It's not going to be in the Middle East only. It's not going to be just in China or Russia. It's going to be here. And when the Lord's hand is in it, there ain't nothing you can do about it. You understand? Like, you have to be on the side of the Lord. Like, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we got to get out of we got to get out them folks' business, man. We got to come back to serving the Lord. You understand? Like, that should be the business of every Black, Hispanic, and Native American, serving your power.
Right.
You understand? Because like I just said, destruction, that woe is coming. Keep going.
Come. Verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Let's say for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. You understand? Like, if you go back, like, you know, if we paraphrase this, you know, we can go back to where it say when the wicked are in rule, the earth mourns. When the righteous are in rule, the earth rejoices. You understand? Let's say for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the entire earth, man, the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. What you see happening in this earth, man, is not of the Lord.
Right.
If you look at all the alternative lifestyle, the LGBT, the alphabet community, if you look at that, if you look at all the unalive, all the SAN, like, we got Epstein files where kids are being taken from all over the entire earth and taken to an island where adults do whatever they want to do to them. This is the wickedness that the Lord is speaking of. And here's the thing, if these files and stuff wouldn't come out, you wouldn't believe that your favorite artist, your favorite entertainer, you wouldn't believe that the people that you think you know, they are part of that, man.
Right.
The Lord knows, though. That's why the Lord don't want us consumed with frivolous things, you understand? They say for wickedness have polluted the entire, the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Keep going.
Come. Verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord. Verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
Hey, listen, the Most High say, listen, I ain't gonna hold my tongue no more. He said, I done sit back, I done waited. You understand? I've been watching what's going on. I'm telling you, I'm not holding my tongue. What you see going on the earth right now, the Lord has stopped. He's not holding his tongue, man.
Right.
You understand? The Lord is not holding his tongue. He's bringing it out. The Lord is bringing these things out, man, in the earth. And we seeing it. And we seeing it. Keep going.
Come. Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
The Lord say, listen, I'm not going to suffer them in the things in which they wickedly exercise themselves in, man. The Lord said, listen, I see the Epsteins. I see what's going on with that. I see the Trumps. You know, I see how my people are being hurt, how my people are being abused. You understand? I see these things, and I'm not going to keep holding my tongue, man. That's why it's our job to come back and serve the Lord, man. Because when we come back to serve the Lord got something to fight for now. But if we continue to be wicked like them, if we continue to do the things that they're doing, what is the Lord fighting for? He fighting for people. He fighting for people just like the person that he's hurting.
Right.
You understand? The Lord said, I'm not going to keep holding my tongue. Keep going.
Come. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
They say the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto the Lord, man. Like, we don't realize, like, they put all this bad blood about our Hispanic brothers, you understand? About the Native Americans, about us, the so-called blacks, you understand? They put all this bad energy out about us. The Lord say, I've heard the innocent.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I've heard the righteous. He hears the men of the UPK, man. He hears the sisters in the UPK. You understand? The Lord hears it. And guess what? The Lord is getting tired, man.
Right.
Keep going.
Come. And the souls of the just complain continually.
That's in the UPK, man. The souls of the just, man, complaining continually. You understand? We see what's going on out here. Like, here's the thing. They think that they can just touch blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They think they can just touch us, man, and do whatever they want to us, you understand? But we got to live in power. We got a living power, you understand? And that power is seeing everything that's going on. What's the purpose of putting your foot on the necks of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? We don't move nothing in this earth.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We ain't a threat to no empire out here. You understand? And the conditions that we're in. But we will be a threat. You know how we become a threat? By coming back and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's when we become a threat. You know why? Because our power is now on our side.
Right.
If we continue to be like them, the Lord ain't with us. That's why it's imperative, man, that we stay out of their business and get back to the business of our Father, man.
Right.
Because he's seeing it and he's getting tired, man. He said, I ain't gonna keep holding my tongue on this. You feel me? Keep on.
Verse 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
The Lord say, listen, therefore surely. This when the Most High say surely, you might as well go to count it in.
Right.
It's going to happen. He says, surely I will avenge them. He's going to avenge blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You feel me? We got to give them something to avenge, though. We have to give them something to avenge. Keep going.
Come. And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
And Lord said he's going to receive into him all the innocent blood from among them. You understand? The Most High is the Most High. Like you think that World War III, you looking at Donald Trump, and you looking at Russia, and you looking at China, and you saying, man, these nations, they doing this, they doing that. This one talking about nuclear bombs over here. This one talking about nuclear bombs over there. The so-called white man going crazy. I heard him talking about Asians the other day for the first time. I just heard him on his little talk radio show talking about Asians and how Asians are becoming such a threat because they learning in schools over here and they going back over there and pretty much fueling their society with the education that they get from here. That's the first time I've heard them talk about the Chinese.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He's scared. He's scared of his own shadow at this point.
Right.
You understand? The Lord say, listen, I'm going to receive all the innocent blood from among them. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 10. Behold, my people was led as a flock to the slaughter.
The Lord say, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter. That's what you see, man. Who's leading us to the slaughter, man? Good.
These Christian pastors, Muslim mosques,
and right.
all the religions that has nothing to do with us keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The people that's supposed to be leading us, they're leading us into slaughter, man. Teaching us to be Christians, teaching us to be Muslims. You understand? Teaching us that laws are done away with and we ain't got to follow the Most High. You understand? That's teaching us to be nothing but victims. You see what I'm saying? Taking us right to the slaughter. Keep going.
Right. Gone. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Listen, the Lord said, I ain't going to suffer y'all to live in there. I ain't going to suffer y'all to live here. You understand? Keep going.
Gone. Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand.
And when they say I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt, the Egypt that's being referred to is America.
Right.
The Lord said, I ain't going to keep suffering them here, man. I'm not going to keep suffering my people being abused, mistreated, unalive, treated like less than whales, I'm not going to suffer my people to keep living like this. You feel me? Keep read that again.
Verse 9.
No, verse 10.
Verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Lord said, I ain't gonna suffer them to live here, man. I ain't gonna suffer them to dwell here. I'm telling you, I'm coming for y'all, and I ain't gonna let my people dwell here. Keep going.
Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
I say, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. This is how you know it ain't talking about the old Egypt. It's talking about the new Egypt, which is America.
Right.
You understand? The Lord said, I'm going to bring them out with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt. The Lord said, I'm going to smite America. You understand? Right. I'm going to smite America with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof. Like, people don't realize, like, when you smite, when the Lord bring these plagues out and he smite America, if you can go back to what happened in ancient Egypt, you understand, when Pharaoh wouldn't let the Lord's people go, he turned all the water to blood.
Right.
You understand? How many people depend on, how many fishermen out here got jobs and stuff like that, and they depend on that? You understand? The whole ocean would be full of blood. You won't have drinking water. You think that you can You think that the doomsday bunker, you think that you got a, you know, them little whistle names that they got, them little life straws, where it's supposed to filter any kind of water. Right. You can't filter that blood.
That's right.
You understand? You can't filter them insects. Like, a lot of people don't understand this, man. You don't really think about this, but what you gonna do? What happens when you got everything, you can't even see the ground no more. It's filled with frogs and toads and all that nonsense. You feel me? The Lord is going to bring plagues upon America.
Right.
But he's also going to carry his people out of here, man.
That's right.
That's what the so-called white man, you better beware of that. Keep on.
Oh, God. Verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it.
It say Egypt or America shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. America is going to pay for what they've done to the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's man. Right.
America has to pay. You see what I'm saying? If you're a good Christian out here and you feel like we talking nonsense, you feel like we talking crazy, you see what I'm saying? When so-called white America, when something happens to them, even their Christians realize that they got to get judgment.
Right.
Something has to happen to the people who hurt them. They understand judgment. They understand punishment. You understand? But as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we don't. We don't understand it. We actually look at the person that wants punishment or wants judgment. If it's us, we look at us like, get over it.
Right.
We look at each other like, yo, why are you so hateful? Why are you so evil? You wishing this on these people and stuff like that. Like, come on, what happened? No. When a so-called white man, when he won his judgment and he want punishment for the things done to him, guess what? He gets it, and the earth understands, man.
Right.
How many Christians was cheering, you see what I'm saying, after 9/11 when they went over there and they killed 3 million Arabs? You understand? They say, oh, we responded, and we responded mightily. Even Christians was happy about that. Go ahead.
How many Christians was happy when Israel went over to Hamas and started committing genocide?
Come.
A lot of Christians in the church was happy. Yeah, that's right, Israel.
Come.
They shouldn't attack y'all.
Right. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to the so-called white man and him getting judgment and him, for whoever hurt or did something to him getting punishment, everybody understands and it's okay. It's of God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the mentality. It's of God. You see what I'm saying? But when Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when we say the Lord is going to come back and smite America according to these scriptures, because of what they've done to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all brothers, y'all just evil, man. Y'all crazy. Y'all be talking crazy. Like, that's the reaction we get. Listen, y'all not offending us.
Right.
Y'all not offending us. We simply reading the word of the Lord, man. What you don't realize, you're offending your own power, man.
Right.
And that's a dangerous place to be in. Let's drop that. You got something?
I was going to say, Salaya, sir, was the brain that was heavy, man. Stockholm Syndrome played a big part into our people. I'm saying, like, even last week when we was at camp, you know what I'm saying, the whole time we talking about the brothers and fixing the community, the problems that we face in our community, nobody said I said anything.
Right.
Devil come up, now all of a sudden everybody want to fight. They talking about we racist, y'all hateful, y'all gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's innate in us that we can. If somebody talking about us, we can agree with it.
Yeah.
Once we talk about a devil, I gotta protect this devil.
Yeah, and what you're saying is heavy, and the problem is because we're still slaves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You see Master, Master say he's sick, we sick.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? How dare you, as a black man, talk to an oppressor like this?
Right.
Who do you think you are? What's his name? Steven from Django? That spirit.
Right.
Like, you think that these brothers out here in these streets, they supposed to be hood. Right. They supposed to be hood, and they supposed to be real. They supposed to be this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? You think that they about that. You feel me? You think that they tough. You feel me? They are weak.
Right.
If you in them streets, you running, you killing your own people, man, you are weak.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And all you doing is being a puppet for the oppressor.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? you're imitating his lifestyle. You're imitating his culture. You feel me? Like, be a part of your own culture.
That's right.
You understand? Like, you think, like, for the life of me, brothers think because because they out on the corners doing their thing, they think they tough guys because of that.
Right.
They think they real N-words. You see what I'm saying? No, you're not.
Right.
No, you're not. You're weak and you soft, man.
Right.
Now there's a solution for it. You can come back to the UPK and learn how to be a real man. You understand? Right. Learn how to put your spirit on, man. But that street life, man, listen, it is weak, it is soft. You understand? Because you'll get mad at us for defending the black community, the Hispanic and Native American community. You get mad at us because of that. And you're willing to go at us.
Right.
Because we're calling out the person that got you out here looking like a goofy. You feel
right.
me? We out here protecting you.
Right.
And you mad at us. But you're supposed to be the tough guy. You're supposed to be the bully of the block.
Right.
I mean, listen, we got to realize, man, the Lord don't respect that. The Lord don't respect that lifestyle. The Lord don't respect your response to things. You understand? If you wanna be that tough guy you think you is, come on in here so we can fight the real enemy, man. So we can fight government structures and infrastructure. You understand?
Right.
You know, be tough in that. Be tough in that lane. Because guess what? The Lord just said He's coming for America. The Lord said He's coming for America, man, because of what He did to the same people that you feel like you better than.
Right.
The Lord said He's coming. You understand? Let me get Isaiah 66 and 16, Bubba Kasha.
Come on. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
It say, for by fire and for by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. What does that mean when they say the Lord say He's going to plead with all flesh? Does it seem like He's pleading, like He begging? Is the Lord begging with all flesh? Is that what that means?
Lie, sir.
What does that mean?
Lie, sir. Is it you going to deal with all flesh? Like judge?
You say He's going to deal with it?
Like judge all flesh? Like
Absolutely.
everybody.
Absolutely. He's going to judge or punish. That's exactly what it means. That's just why you got to go back into the old, go into your Bible dictionary and look these words up, because just reading this, you think that the Lord is pleading, like the Lord begging us. Lord ain't begging. Lord ain't on His knees begging us for nothing, man. Read that again.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord judge and punish with all flesh. Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many. You understand? Like, you got doomsday. I don't know if y'all be watching these shows, these doomsday preppers. Nuclear bomb. They building. They taking stainless steel bunkers and digging their whole backyards out and sticking them in the ground because they gonna live in the bunker when these nuclear bombs hit. You feel me? So they think. You understand? Like, what you don't realize is, despite the fact that you got a doomsday bunker, despite the fact that you got all your artillery, you got all the bullets. You see what I'm saying? The so-called white man got all of the bullets. You see what I'm saying? He's putting suppressors on all his guns. You understand? He's doing all these things. Guess what? It's not going to be enough.
Right.
You don't have what it takes to hotbox with the Most High. You understand? When Christ come back, read that again. The end part.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
It say, in the slain of the Lord shall be many. When Christ come back, it's gonna be a lot of unalive. It say in the slain of the Lord shall be many. You understand? That's what we gotta understand. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, like, I can't admonish, or I can't plead with you enough. Listen, our fight is not the so-called white man's fight.
Right.
You understand? We gotta stop taking on their fight. You got blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans out here, and I'm American. I'm American. No, you are an Israelite. You are an Israelite. That's why you still get disrespected by the same military and the same government that you seek to protect, man, because they don't look at you as one. And here's the thing: when the Lord come back, if you want to stand with this oppressor, and you want to stand before our King Yahushua, and you feel like you're gonna do some damage because you're gonna rock with these fools, guess what? You're gonna get what's coming for you, man.
Right.
Like the trumpet is sounding right now. I don't know if y'all see what's going on in the earth. You got to see it with a spiritual eye. The Most High is moving. You holding on to every word that Donald Trump say. You see what I'm saying? Listen, all I need to know, this is end time prophecy. I don't know what word going to be said. I don't know what issue is going to happen. I know World War III is on the brink.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And I know I can't stop what's going on there. I ain't trying to.
Right.
But I know it's my job to serve the Lord. Because when he comes back, when he sends out King back, when the Most High sends out King Yahushua back, who the world called Jesus Christ, we just saying he's coming back, and the slain will be many.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, we should not be none of them.
Right.
We should be none of that slain, man. Right now, we got a job to do, man. And we got a whole lot of unpacking to do. We got a whole mindset that we got to change. You understand? We got actions that we got to change. The things that we do that feel so natural to us, we got to stop doing them. And we got to do what the Most High told us to do. You understand? Any more on that?
Live for that verse.
Drop that. Let me get Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19 and verse 2, Baba Kashar.
Come. 19 and what's the verse?
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. Any other questions? Anything online?
No, just keep checking in.
No. Go, you can shout them out if you want to.
We got Sister Rawa.
Hey, shalom, Sister Rawa.
Is it Janine? Sister Ganine. And then Sister Inez.
Hey, shalom, sis.
All right.
Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2.
Come. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor.
Hold on, and they say, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. You understand? The Lord is saying, I'm going to set the so-called white man against himself.
That's right.
You understand? Like, they always talked about black on black. It's so ironic that with the way things just line up. You see what I'm saying? For so long, that's all you heard was a black on black crime. You see what I'm saying? Well, how can black people get mad when black people do this to each other? Mm-hmm. You feel me? This is a lot of white on white crime that the Lord is speaking of, man.
Right.
He said, I'm going to set Egyptian against Egyptian. You understand? The so-called white man, you got to realize, look at your kids, man.
Right.
You think when they hear the things that you do you think that when they really understand the laws that you done put forth and how you oppress and unalive people, your own kids are going to turn against you.
Right.
Your allies are going to turn against you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to, like, they say, I'm going to set Egyptian against Egyptian. You understand? You got to realize y'all been wanting a war. Like, you hear Officer Kazak always say, we see what y'all putting online, man.
Right.
Like, we see what they putting online, how they want to come into the inner city. You know, they want to come into the city and they want a civil war. They so sick and tired, they try to label it. Online, they'll say, we tired of blacks, but they say the derogatory terms, we tired of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And then some of them try to mask it. We're tired of the Democrats.
Right.
You know, they'll put that online. We see all of that. You see what I'm saying? And guess who else see it? The Lord. And the Lord is going to give you a real war. You so big and you so bad and you so mighty and you so tough. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Like, You got to realize anybody that's seen war, they want peace.
Right.
Because they know what it brings. You see what I'm saying? You seen war and you seen people drop. You seen people drop. You understand? You felt a body go from warm to cold. You've looked in somebody's eyes and seen the life leave. When you've seen that, that's not something that you don't want that.
Right.
You would rather peace. But here it is, you got all these devils out here, and they so gung ho. Yeah, because I come in here and I do boom, boom, boom. I level the whole city. We won't have none of them problems, you feel me? The Lord is going to give you a formidable opponent.
That's right.
You understand? You are going to get to an opponent where you can take all your what's the video game?
Call of Duty.
They play Call of Duty out,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like they Rambo for real. You see what I'm saying? Listen, you ducking behind corners and doing tuck and rolls, and you shooting from angles and stuff like that. That's not going to work in the real world,
Right.
and that's not going to work with somebody when you got a formidable opponent that's used to unaliving. That's what you got to realize. You think that you just going into the city and you just going to be gunning down or unaliving, people that ain't got no defense. What happens when you got to go and you got to fight somebody who's ready to be unalived?
Right.
And they willing to unalive, and they looking at you. The Lord is about to give you a formidable opponent. You understand?
Right.
He said, "I'm going to say, go ahead."
It's like, and what you bring out is heavy, because these devils, they like attacking people who's not in the mind frame of harming them.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? ICE go around just unaliving people.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? The police, unarmed, hands up. They like those type of fights. But like you said, yeah, they about to get another opponent that just like to be a person of the field just like them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then that's real. Like that changes the dynamics. They like fighting unarmed. They like fighting defenseless people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Hispanics, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're not going out attacking the so-called white man.
Right.
But if you see how, like you just brought up, you see how ICE deal with our Hispanic brothers? They talk to them crazy. They showing papers, they throwing and stomping their papers, tearing their paper up and stuff, and still taking them to Lord knows where.
Right.
Alligator Alcatraz, that's where they taking them. You see what I'm saying? They doing all this wickedness. What's going to happen? What's going to happen when the Lord give you a real opponent? And that real opponent ain't letting you search them.
Right.
You get up on him, you get too close, you might lose your life. You understand? That's the Lord is about to unleash on the so-called white man. He better be very careful because the things that he's doing, it did piss the Lord off. The Lord always said he ain't holding his tongue on him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
And they shall fight every one against his brother,
Mm-hmm.
and every one against his neighbor.
Uh-huh.
City against city.
City against city. Listen, we ain't talking about in a confined space. We talking globally. You
Right.
understand? The United States is going to be fighting Canada and Russia. That's their brothers.
Right.
They're the same family. You understand? Keep going.
And kingdom against kingdom.
There you go. And kingdom against kingdom. Like we got to realize, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Lord is about to unleash a wrath and a plague on this place that we ain't got nothing to do with, man.
Right.
Get out the way.
Right.
Like get out the way. You see what I'm saying? Like you know how they would say, man, I hopped off the porch and such and such. Get on the porch.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Get on the porch and learn to serve your power. You understand? Come on into the UPK, man. Stop being scared. Stop being scared to change, man.
Right.
Don't let that be the reason that you got to face what the so-called white man gonna have to face because you scared. You scared to stop smoking weed, man?
Right.
You understand? You scared to stop sleeping with white women? You scared to stop eating pork? Like, come on, man. Those are not reasons to go through what the so-called white man about to go through.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
It's saying the spirit of Egypt or the spirit of America is going to fail in the midst thereof. You understand? As tough as they think they are, as hardcore and gung-ho as they think they are, their spirit is going to fail. You feel me? They going to tuck them tails. You feel me? Good.
God, and that's so heavy, right? Because even when I was in Esau's military, right?
Yeah.
90% of the stuff, like we show up somewhere and we got a big giant ship and everybody think it's bad. You know what I mean? None of that stuff works. It's for show.
Good.
It's for play.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Now when they about to go fight these other kingdoms, it ain't for play.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Good. And what you said is heavy. That's why Donald Trump, I don't know if you heard his speech, not this recent one, but it was the one probably like a month ago, where he was talking about, we've got big, beautiful ships.
Right.
And all of them work. He was saying that. I mean, you trying to intimidate.
Right.
Listen, the Lord is gonna give you opponents you can't intimidate. You're gonna have to stand on something.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we should not be in the military.
That's right. Get
out that military. Let that man fight his own war, man. Let him go forth doing what he do. You get out of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing. You got a bully on the block, and then when it's time to fight, you gonna go fight for the bully?
Right.
No, man, don't be no flunky. Don't be no sucker, man. You fighting a fight that ain't yours just to sound like, you loyal to him. Get out of that spirit, man. They say, in the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst of her. All that tough talk that they talk, man, it's going to fail. You're going to start seeing it. You're going to look in their eyes, man, and you're going to see the weakness. You're going to see the fear. You're going to see them running and hiding and tucking. If they had to go through what we go through, you feel me? That's what they would be doing now. Right. But because they have the military and they had certain things on their side, that's why they walk with their head up and their chest out and stuff like that. We gonna see when the Lord give them a real opponent. Go ahead.
Oh God, they can't even deal with the stuff we deal with.
They can't.
You know what I'm saying? When something go bad, they just unalive themselves.
God.
They can't take it. You know what I'm saying? So,
God, that's real. Go ahead, keep going.
I'm coming slightly, sir.
You can start at the top first.
Come. Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
See that spirit is going to, that spirit and that countenance is going to fail. You understand? That's when they're going to start going to their idols and praying to Caesar Borgia.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then they're going to start going to the charmers and the familiar spirits. You feel me? They're going to be doing all types of witchcraft out. You see what I'm saying? Trying to get an edge, trying to get their momentum back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What they don't realize is none of this matters. None of this works for them. You understand? You have touched a people that you should not have touched. You see what I'm saying? You have abused the people that you should not have abused. You have unalived and essayed people that you should not have unalived and essayed. If you want to do that stuff to your people, so be it.
Right.
You did it to the Lord's people. Like, do you not know what you've done? Then they want us to feel some kind of remorse and some kind of sorrowfulness for them. No.
Right.
Do you not know what you've done and continue to do? The Lord got something for you.
Right.
You had something?
No, not.
Come on, keep going.
Come. Verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts.
And that's what they got now. Like America's been given over to a cruel Lord. You understand?
Right.
Listen, Donald, don't make no mistakes about it. Donald Trump don't care about the so-called white man either.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He don't care about them either. You see what I'm saying? They just a means to what he need. You feel me? They just pawns in his own chess game. You feel me?
Right.
And that's what here's the thing. They know that too. You understand? Like, they know who they dealing with. But guess what? They don't know that the Most High is coming back for that. You feel me? Just saying. And that's what happens when you touch people you shouldn't touch. Let me get that was the end of 4, right?
Come, sir.
Drop that. Let me get Obadiah chapter 1 and 15 up the show. Go ahead.
When you bring it on, it's heavy, right? Because these devils, right? Because of what Trump is doing, they talking about now this is the time we need everybody in America to stand up and protest against this. Oh, now you want to this your leader.
Yeah, listen, that's how they use blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They use us when when they about to get slapped or they need something, then we're all American.
Right.
Where's your patriotism?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But outside of that, man, we ain't nothing but you know, they're little common words for us. You feel me?
Right.
Start at verse 10, Bubba Kasha.
Sir. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10.
Start on verse 9.
Sir. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 9. And they mighty men.
It's like it. Start at verse 8, Bubba, because I ain't want to go all the way up, but I can't not do it. You feel me?
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 8. Shall I not in the day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
The Lord says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? Edom and Esau is the same person, you understand? Right. So they the progenitor or forefather of the so-called white man. The Lord said, shall I not in that day even destroy the wise men out of Edom? Keep on.
And understanding out of the mount of Esau.
And the understanding out of the mount of Esau. You understand? Like, the Lord is going to utterly destroy their leaders. You understand?
Right.
So they think, you know, the so-called, they call them the brains of the organization or the brains of the operation. They're going to get destroyed. The other ones ain't going to know what the hell to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Timon, shall be dismayed.
They say, and thy mighty men, O Timon. Timon, when you start, this is why when you read them genealogies are so important. Timon was actually, he's in the lineage of Esau. He's one of the sons and stuff like that. So when you hear old Timon, he's still talking about Esau. He's just one of the sons. Keep going.
Shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
That's what's going to happen, man. That's the future of the so-called white man. They say every.
Right.
They say every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. You understand? This is what the Lord is going to bring to the so-called white man. You understand? He has to pay for his crimes, and he has not. Keep on.
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
See, a lot of people get mad at us when we read the Bible.
Right.
Because we tell the truth on the Bible. You see what I'm saying? So you get mad at us because we say the so-called white man, he's going to be put to death.
Right.
Man, y'all just evil. Y'all, how can y'all do that? But you don't realize why. That's why I hate when people say y'all are just like them. Y'all doing the same thing just in reverse. No, we're not.
Right.
The scripture clearly gave the reason why he has to be cut off, because of his violence against his brother, man, his brother Jacob.
Right.
Because of his violence against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Lord say, you know what? I can't even stomach you to breathe on this earth again, man.
Right.
I'm going to annihilate you and your entire family.
Right.
Because of how wicked and how evil and the violence that you've done to my to Jacob, man. This is different. This is not saying, like, we're not saying certain things against the so-called white man because his skin is because of the color of his skin.
Right.
We're not even saying this because we don't like him. You see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like we just woke up and say, man, I don't like the white man. Nah. We're saying this because, first of all, the Lord is saying it. Second of all, it's because of his violence against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Like, this goes all the way back. The so-called white man has been hunting and abusing and unaliving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for eons, man.
Right.
Lord say he's had enough, man. Drop down to verse 15, Brother Bishop.
Come. Verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
They say, for the day of the Lord is near and upon all the heathen. You understand? The day of the Lord is when, I mean, you're going to face punishment, man. That judgment, you're going to have to see him. Keep going.
Come. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
It say, as thou hast done, it shall be done to thee. You feel me? The same way you unalive, that's what's going to happen to you.
All right.
You understand? The same way you took this people and you did what you wanted to do to them, guess what? The role's about to reverse, man. Keep going.
Come. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
They say thy reward shall return upon thine own head. You understand? Listen, all your works all your works and how you think you could touch a person. And just imagine a bully. Just imagine a bully on the block, man. He just going up and he's slapping people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? For no reason. They ain't did nothing to him. Just because I don't like the way you look. I don't like the way you dress in the day. I mean, he wilding on people, putting his hands on people, and can't nobody stop him. Ain't nobody saying nothing to him. And then the bigger bully comes on the block. The bigger bully on the block, he actually takes care of the ones that he actually take care of the ones that's being bullied. You understand? And he said, you know what? For everything you did to them, I'm going to do to you. And I'm going to do it worse, you feel me?
Right.
And then when I'm finished with you, I'm going to get rid of you. But you're going to pay for everything that you've done to these ones right here. You should have never touched them. That's what the Lord is saying right now, man. This is what the Lord is saying, man. Keep going.
Come on. Verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink. So for all the unaliving that you've done, for all the violence that you've done, you understand? Upon my holy mountain, you're gonna drink all that too.
Yep.
You're gonna get all that. You feel me? You're gonna swallow it down, and then it's gonna be like you was never here. It's gonna be like you never even existed when I get finished with you. Yeah, that's heavy. This is not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans saying this. That's what you got to understand.
Right.
This is the Most High himself telling the so-called white man that because you did what you did, I'm going to return it to you, and it ain't going to be nothing you can do about it.
Right.
So all the pleading and all the little tears and stuff like that is not going to matter. Because you know what? It didn't matter when our Hispanic brothers are crying.
Right.
Our Hispanic sisters and children. It don't matter when they cry and you deport them and kicking them in their chest. You understand? And essaying the kids. You see what I'm saying? And doing Lord knows what to all the men. It didn't happen when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when we cried tears.
Right.
It didn't matter when we was in our weaker state. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna matter. All your tears ain't gonna mean nothing. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we gotta realize this. You understand? When they crying them tears, don't let it affect you.
Right.
Because for some reason, we got an affinity when the so-called white man and white woman cry.
That's right.
It's like their cry and their tears is like the Most High himself to us. Lord forbid a so-called white man or a white woman, especially the white woman tears.
Right.
When the white woman get to crying, it's like the earth stops. Listen, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. What's going to be is going to be.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? All right, drop that. Let me get Exodus 23 and 22, bro. Sure.
Come. Exodus 23, 22.
Come.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies and an adversary unto thy adversary.
We done from the top, bro. Sure.
Come. Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies and an adversary unto thine adversary.
Yeah, it is. The Lord starting to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. When we obey the Lord and do what the Lord say, our enemies now become his enemy, man.
Right.
Our adversary or our ops, our opposition now becomes the Most High's opposition, man.
Right.
But if we don't listen to the Lord, like it's a condition here. There is a condition. That's why I hate when people say, I got unconditional love. You feel me?
Right.
Unconditional love is actually hate. When you can show love for a person doing anything that they want to do, that's not good for them.
Right.
You hate them if you allow them to do whatever they want to do, and you still love them. You understand? Here it is. The Lord has a condition. If you listen to what I tell you to do and do what I'm saying to you, listen to me. Your enemies, the ones who abuse you, the ones who hurt you, the ones who unalive you, the one who manipulates you, the one who steal from you, that person is going to become my enemy. And this is overnight.
Right.
Your adversary, the person that's in the way of you doing certain things. You understand? Your opposition, the person that's putting all these roadblocks in front of you, all these vices into your community. I'm going to be an adversary to them. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to take away the things that they love. You understand? I'm gonna give them things that I know they ain't ready for, but they asking for.
Right.
They want war. I'm gonna give them one. You understand? We got to realize Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, like, we're not dealing with no. I know that, you know, here, of course, if you're in the UPK, you understand that that Christ, our King, Yahweh Shai, is a black man.
Right. But
for the Christian church, they still think that that's that white boy with the long hair and blue eyes. You understand? Caesar Borgia. That's who he is. He's not Christ. You understand? He is a sucker. You feel me? The king we serve ain't no sucker. Right. He actually walked this earth, and he put a fruit plant to he put it to death. If I could say he put it to death, he put it to death because he didn't produce fruit when he wanted it. I mean, when he walked by, because it didn't have fruit to sustain him, he said, "You know what? You ain't no good." This is who we serve, man. Right. The Bible called him an austere man. He was the kind of brother, if you walking down the same street as him at night, you gonna cross the street like, "Man, what's up with bro?" Right. He one of them. You see what I'm saying? That's who we serve. We ain't serving that blonde hair, blue eyed sucker, man. That's right. This is what we got to realize, man. And he's the Most High say, your enemies are going to be my enemies once you start to obey and once you start to do the things that I tell you to do. Any more on that? Nah, sir. Let me get Zephaniah 2:1, brother, sir. Come on.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
What?
So like it. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
And say, gather yourselves together. Gather together, O nation not desired. That's Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord is telling us to gather ourselves together, man.
Right.
How do we gather ourselves together?
Law, statutes, and commandments. Coming into the school.
Coming into this school, man. Learning to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's how we gather together. You understand?
Right.
We gather together by taking our. People always say, "Well, won't you leave the country then? Won't you leave the?" No, it ain't about leaving the country. We ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But you can come out of this. You can come out of this beast. You understand?
Right.
Stop celebrating this holidays, man. Stop doing the wicked things that they consider normal.
Right.
Stop eating the wicked foods that they consider to be delicacies, man. The Lord told us don't do something. How about we just listen to the Lord?
Right.
You understand? Stop trying to fit in. How they say, get in to fit in. Stop doing that, man. You want to fit in with your brothers and your sisters, man.
Right.
Righteously. Old nation not desired. That's what the scripture called us, man. We not denied. We not desired by these people, man. You think that because you can speak proper English,
right?
You think you can speak proper English and use big words, you think that you better than your brother? Because the so-called white man looks at you and he says you're different?
Right.
You ain't no different. You feel me? He actually don't respect you. You understand? Like, we got to realize, man, we got to listen to the Lord. We got to listen to the Lord, man. That's the only way that's the only fighting chance that we got as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
Keep going. Any more?
Not for 2 and 1.
All right, drop that. Let me get Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 2.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your God.
Keep going.
Verse 3. After doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in accordance.
Yeah, it is. The Most High saying, speaking to the children of Israel and tell them, I am the Lord your God, man. After the doings of the land of Egypt, after the doings of the land of America,
right?
You understand, wherein you dwelt, shall ye not do. You understand? Like the things that's common in America, man, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we should not be doing that, man.
Right.
Like, it's become a normal thing. But for black men and black women, It's not normal for you to be a same-sex LGBTQ.
Right.
That's not normal.
Right.
We make excuses for it. Well, this is, I was born this way. You were not.
You were not.
You see what I'm saying? What happened is 9 times out of 10, there was some kind of abuse that no one speaks on.
Right.
Then everybody want to be trendy. You see what I'm saying? It's not normal for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to be alternative lifestyle, be a part of that.
Right.
But for the life of me, I cannot understand how, as a people, we can accept that. But when a brother got more than one woman, we can't accept that.
Right.
I mean, it's so strange for a brother to have more than one woman, but it's natural for a brother and a brother to lay with each other, for a sister and a sister to lay with each other.
Right.
Come on, man. Who are we kidding? The Lord say, don't do after them. Don't do after these people in this land, man. Don't do after them. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 4. You shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God.
It is again. The Lord say, man, do what I tell you to do. Keep my judgments, keep my law. This is what I'm requiring of you. Keep on.
Okay. Verse 5. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord.
Listen, the Lord said, you keep these laws, statutes, commandments. This is how you live, man.
That's right.
This is how you live. If you want to be unalive, keep following this oppressor, man. Keep following what this oppressor telling you to do. You understand? But if you want to live, and the scripture said, choose life. Keep my laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Right. As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's what we should be doing right now. Right now, we should be turning from the ways of this world and turning back into the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. Right. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is going to happen. It ain't like you can pray and will it away. What's going to happen is going to happen. Which side are you going to be on? Right. You see what I'm saying? That's the question. What side are you going to be on? If you want, you say you love the Most High, you say you love Christ, this is the time you better show it. You know what I mean? All the lip service is done. Right. All the talking is done. Your actions is what matters now, man. Your actions is what always mattered. But time is dwindling. And you understand? You better make a decision now. You understand? Drop that. Let me get Jeremiah 7:23, bro, for sure.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 3.
23.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 23. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God. And ye shall be my...
If I could slag it for that. Start at verse 22, bro.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 22. For I spake not unto you for I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, concerning burnt offerings and sacrifices. Verse 23. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people. And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you.
Yeah, so here it is. The Most High said, I didn't speak to your fathers. I didn't command them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning the sacrifices and stuff. Right. He said, but this is what I talked to them about. I commanded them and said, man, obey my voice. Do what I'm telling you to do. You understand? This is what the Most High is saying right now. The Most High is speaking to his people right now through his priests and prophets in the ISUPK, man.
That's right.
Listen to these words, man. Like, here's the thing. Here's what you got to weigh out, right? If you're a logical person. Let's say you don't believe nothing that we speak on, right? Right. These laws and these statutes that we're telling our people to keep, which one of them laws, which one of them statutes, which one of them causes harm to our people? Right. You understand? You mean to tell me if I tell a brother that if a sister is married, that he should he shouldn't lay with her? What's the conversation with her for?
Right.
You understand? What's all the slick talk with her for? You shouldn't even be doing that. You mean to tell me that if I told you that was a law, you mean to tell me I'm hurting somebody? If I told you, you understand that a man should not be laying with a man the way he lie with a woman, am I hurting? Am I hurting you? Or am I helping you? That's for sure. The scripture say that blood is going to be upon them. You feel me? And for certain, the blood of the LGBTQ is on them. You feel me? In the form of HIV/AIDS. You see what I'm saying? And all type of disgusting sexually transmitted diseases. You understand?
Go ahead. It's a lot. What you bringing up is heavy. It's like when I first got in the truth, right? I told people, I'm like, yo, I gotta follow the laws of the Bible. You'd have thought I said I'm about to go out here and shoot up a school.
Come.
The way they reacted, it's like, yo, so you mean to tell me if God say don't eat pork, I'ma not eat pork?
Come.
They make it seem like that's the worst thing in the world. I'm like, but ain't you a Christian? Don't you believe in the Bible? Don't you believe in God? God say don't do this. I'd rather be safe than sorry and not do it.
Right.
They like, nah, we don't need to follow them. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? In a way, like, this has probably been the only thing in my life where as though, like, when Christ said he gonna separate brother from brother, sister, paraphrasing it, right?
Yeah.
It's the one thing in my life where as though it's like, yeah, when you come in the truth, all that's gone.
Yeah.
And it's like how you brought it out simply, like, name one thing we do to harm our brothers and sisters.
Right.
Nothing. But it really do separate. That's crazy.
And what it is people think the separation is on our end. It's not.
It's not.
You understand? A lot of times people gonna cut us off. You know why? Because you are a mirror to their soul.
Right.
You feel me? The things that they're doing, they know they shouldn't be doing.
Right.
They talking about God and they still saying the Most High, this, that, and the third, but you still doing certain things you know you shouldn't be doing. So when you come around and you say, you know what, I'm keeping these laws, I'm keeping these statutes and commandments, you are a mirror to their soul.
Right.
You understand? All they feel when you come around is hypocrisy.
Right.
Not from you, from themselves.
Right.
That's the hardest thing it is for a brother or a sister to face themselves, you understand? But it's hard, but at the same time, it's necessary.
Right.
It is absolutely necessary for you to face yourself. You understand? Because if you can conquer and battle yourself and battle your own demons, what demon can't you battle?
Right.
The hardest demons to battle is the ones that know you the best.
Right.
You understand? So that demon that say, I can't listen, that brother, he off, man. He talking about keeping the law, man. We can't have him around. Next time you come, treat him like the Jehovah's Witness, you feel me? Act like we ain't here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's typically what happens, you understand? But at the same time, we got to realize, man, it's going to take a lot of strength. It's going to take a lot of strength for you to fight your demons up.
Right.
But it's an absolute necessary thing to do if you say you love the Most High. And when you say people say like, nah, we can't do that, what you're realizing is, this for the first time in your life, you realize people do not love the Most High the way they say they do. Everybody say they love the Lord. Everybody say they love the Lord until it's an action put behind it.
Right.
And when it's lip service, you feel me? Like, when it's lip service, people go all out with the lip service. You understand? If they could put on a show, they gonna put on a show. But when it comes to your actions and what you actually do, a lot of people ain't for that, man. You understand? Where we at right now?
We still in Jeremiah 7. We're about to go to verse 24.
We're at the end of 23? Oh, we're right there. All right, well, we can drop that real quick. Let me get Isaiah 51 and 22.
Come on. Isaiah chapter 51, verse 22. Thus saith the Lord, and thy God that pleadeth the cause of his people.
It is. He judges the cause of his people. You understand? Most High is judging and putting punishment on the cause of his people. Go ahead.
Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
So here it is. Like the Lord say, He's taking that cup of trembling from blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? We still getting oppressed. We still getting abused. We still getting all these things are still happening to us. You understand? The Lord is say He's going to start taking those things away from us, man. The Lord says He's going to start taking those things away from us. And what are you going to do if we keep going?
Oh, God. Verse 23. But I will put into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down.
The Lord said, I'm going to take that cup of affliction and I'm going to take it from you and I'm going to put it in their hands. You understand? The ones that oppress you, the ones that tell you to bow down. That's why the so-called white man, like, here's the thing. We've been living in, ever since we got here in this God-forsaken place, you understand, called America. Ever since we've gotten here, we've had to look over our shoulders. We've always had to be nervous and scared and fearful of everything that came along. You understand? Being out in the streets was you walk out your house, you don't know if you're coming home that day.
Right.
Listen, the so-called white man is starting to feel that, man. That's why he was on that radio show talking about the Chinese, because he realized the Chinese is going to have a hand in his downfall.
Right.
So now he's starting to look at them now. Listen, he's scared of his own shadow right now. You understand? And that's where the ploy to engage blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to come from, because they're going to want us to fight the war for them.
Right.
We black, Hispanic, and Native American. Let's not fall into that. The Lord is taking that cup of trembling and that fear from us, and He's giving it to them. Keep going.
Oh, come. That we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street.
They say He told our soul to bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. You understand? Like, this is real. This is real, man. Like, we got to understand. The so-called white man puts us in the dirt out.
Right.
You understand? He wants us to bow down. He wants our soul to bow down. That's why if you go into slavery, they expect you to have a great attitude, man.
Right.
I don't know about around the country, but gas and electric right now is sky high in Baltimore, man. Okay, gas and electric is like a mortgage, and you could be living by yourself and not home 3/4 of the time. You understand? And your gas and electric $300, $400, $500.
Right.
For nothing.
Nothing.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and they want you to come into your slavery just to smiling and happy. They want you singing songs. You see what I'm saying? You know, how was your weekend? Man, go ahead with that, man. Stop asking how my weekend was, man.
Right.
I got bills. That's how it is. You feel me? But they want your soul to bow down, to smile, and be grateful for the fact that you're even in this country.
Right.
Be grateful for the fact that you even got slavery. You understand? These are the people that the Lord has said, I'm going to take the fear that you've had so long, I'm going to take it from you, and I'm going to give it to them. You understand? And that's what you're saying. The so-called white man, is as proud as he may seem, he is running around here scared right now.
Right.
Because here's the thing. He's made so many enemies. He don't know where it's coming from.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He got to look over his shoulder. He got to look in front of him. He got to look to the side and the back of him. Because he's done so many things to so many people. He don't know where it's coming from. Huh? So this whole, this is the Jesse Jackson term, the Rainbow Coalition. This whole Rainbow Coalition, this big melting pot, you feel me, has now become a scary place for the so-called white man.
Right.
Because he's done so much dirt across the earth, you feel me? He don't know who's coming from, when or why, or when it's going to happen, or you know, you can't look at nobody and tell what's going to happen to you. The so-called white man, he understands that, man. He is that cup of fury that the Lord spoke of. The so-called white man feeling that, man.
Right.
Trust me when I tell you, he's walking around here scared. That's why he got all the artillery. I'm telling you, go into his doomsday bunker. He probably got 10 or 15 AR or AR-15s, some AKs, about 30 handguns. He got the whole damn bunker is filled with ammo. It's filled with ammo. You see what I'm saying? So let's see how things go. Drop that. Let me get Isaiah 31:3, Bubba Kashaw.
Oh my God. Isaiah chapter 31, verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses are flesh.
They say the Egyptians are men and not God. You understand? These American, like these American, like these so-called the powerhouses, and like these the wise men of Edom, the wise men of, they are men. You understand? Right. They are men. They are mere men. They get scared. They get fearful. They bleed just like you and I. It's nothing immortal about them. I don't care how many of our babies when they abort them and they put all the stems and stuff into their body and all that kind and they can do all those things and they still bleed like us. They are men of flesh. You understand? Keep going.
Come. And their horses flesh and not spirit.
Yeah, they listen. They are not invincible. They are not God, and they're horses. They flesh as well. You understand? Like the things that they think that we should be scared of, like it can be defeated. You understand? Keep going.
Come. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hopeth shall fall down, and they all shall fail together.
This is a lesson. This is a warning for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
You want to hold the hands of this oppressor when he got to face his punishment. The same way we always got to face our punishment. The same way our Hispanic and Native American brothers got to face their punishment. The so-called white man got to face his punishment out. You understand? Stop holding his hand.
Right.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to get the same punishment he get because you won't stay out the way. You understand? We see that all day long. If you go to camp, I'm telling you, like Officer Goodnight said earlier, you can have the so-called white man up there, you showing his hypocrisy. You showing the earth that he's a devil.
Right.
And you know who saves him? Not his fellow white people.
Right.
Understand? The person that comes save him is a brother. Man, don't listen to them, man. They some racist, man. Don't follow them. Don't listen to nothing they say. Come on over here, matter of fact. That's what we see. That's what we see. That spirit is going to get you the same punishment
right.
that they get. You see what I'm saying? Because they will pay. Like, whether you want them to or not. Maybe you got some so-called white friends. Maybe you do. They got to pay.
That's right.
They got to pay for the crimes of their forefather. They got to pay for their crimes. You think that they nice and sweet, you feel me? Right. They're the worst ones.
Right.
They're the worst ones because they rock you to sleep. Mm-hmm. They rock you to sleep and stuff like that. And then when just like a sleeper cell, when it's time to turn, they turn up like they never knew. Uh-huh. We've seen this happen countless of times, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we trust the so-called white man. They come so humble. Out. They come and they talk soft. You know, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They even good the way they make their eyes look. They make their eyes look so damn caring, you know, like, I'm not like the people of the past.
Right.
They are the worst ones, I'm telling you. They are the sleepers because they're gonna rock you to sleep. You're gonna bring them into your safe haven. And when it's time to rock your block, he coming in. He know all your hiding spots. He know how you think. You see what I'm saying? If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, get out the way. Get out the way. Go. What's the question?
A question from Critical Stinking says, "How will they pay?"
You say, "How will they pay?" Let's go to that real quick. Critical Thinker said, "How will they pay?" Let's go to Isaiah 14 and let's go to Isaiah 14 and 1 first, brother the show.
Come. Isaiah 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
And say, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. The Lord is going to have mercy on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right. And he's going to set us in our rightful place, in our rightful land. You understand? Keep going.
Come. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
It said, now how the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So here's the thing. We already realized that when World War III happened and Christ come back, a lot of the so-called white men, a lot of them are going to be slain.
Right. Not
by us, by our king. You understand? Yahweh Shah, who the world calls Jesus Christ. For the ones that's left, it says strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So technically, when we go back to our land and to our place, so-called white man, some of them are going to come with us. It's going to be other nations that come as well. You understand? Right. But let's see what happens when they get there. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 2.
Go ahead.
And the people shall take them.
It's saying the people shall take them. We're going to take them. The so-called white man, we are going to take them. Go ahead.
And bring them to their place.
And we're going to bring them into our homes. We're going to take them. We ain't asking for nothing. We're going to take them. And we're going to bring them to our place. Go ahead.
And the houses of and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
In the house of Israel shall possess them, meaning we're going to own them. They're going into slavery.
Right.
This is what's happening. They are going into slavery, and we're going to possess them, and we're going to have them for handmaids and hand servants and handmaids, pretty much slaves. Keep on.
And they shall take them captives, who captives they were.
And they shall take them captives, who captives they were. We have been their captives. They're going to be our captives. Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall rule over their oppressors. So this is what's going to happen to the so-called white man. This is how they're going to pay. When Christ come back and fight against them, a lot of them are going to drop. The ones that don't drop, they got to come and they're going to serve out a slavery. Right. You understand? They're going to serve out of slavery, and it's right. It's so right. Drop down to verse 14. Verse 21, Bubba Show. You understand? They're going to face everything that they got coming to them is deserving. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare what?
Prepare slaughter.
For who?
For his children.
It say prepare slaughter for his children. This is the second part of that. You understand? Prepare slaughter for his children. Go ahead.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers, man. Because of what their fathers did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Lord say prepare slaughter for them, for his children. You understand? Go ahead.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
And this is so heavy, man. The Lord is saying prepare slaughter for them. Yeah, they're going into slavery. And then the Lord say prepare slaughter for them so that they will never fill the cities with their faces again. You understand?
Right.
Because what's going to happen is if the Lord don't prepare slaughter for them, they will rise up again.
Right.
And they're going to try to rule the earth again. The Lord is putting an end to it. You feel me? So what's the punishment for the so-called white man? He's going into slavery, and the Lord is going to completely annihilate him. You feel me? He is going to be wiped off the face of the earth. He will be like if you have like a white carcass and you say you put it in the museum.
Right.
That's the only way people are going to see what the so-called white man was. They're not going to believe the power that he had. You understand? Because his entire family is going to be wiped off the face of the earth. You understand?
Right.
That's what's in store for the so-called white man. And guess what? He knows it, and he knows it's righteous.
Right.
You understand? He knows it's righteous because he knows what he and his forefathers has done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And listen, you know you got to pay when you commit a crime.
That's right.
You have to pay. And unfortunately, I ain't gonna say unfortunately, but for the white man, the so-called white man, your children is gonna face the punishment as well because of what you did. You understand? And with that, we're at the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge coming straight out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Command and General Yohana. If it's not under Command and General Yohana, it is not the truth. You understand? And we've been bringing this out since 1969 that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible. And our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And at this time, we're going to have Officer Ganai come up for a reading of the security announcements. Shalom, Baltimore.
These are the security announcements. We're at ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command and General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. 10%, Salakia, means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced Mayashua. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation, March 2nd and the 3rd will be the Feast of Purim. And the address is 3430 Eastern Avenue. Show up and celebrate a real high holy day of your culture. Also, we have the 57th annual Passover going down in Houston. Make sure you pay your Passover fees. Everybody that's over 18, all right? And then also we'll start on April 4th, right? The Passover, 57th annual Passover. Remind Akium and Akwatlium to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, or scarves. And with that, Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amidem, Shabbat, Amidem, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat,
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.
That's a batat. Sawas means a turn. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amidem, Shabbat, Amidem, Barak,
Yahweh Shema, Lathem Ba'Hashem Yahushua.
Guys, batat. Class dismissed.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
And all the warriors be like,